Yo yo my funky friends, I'm Gobi who welcome you to another Ultimate Mii Fighter tournament. That's right, it's time for Season 3 I guess. I've got 32 brand new Mii Fighters who are going to be duking it out for a chance at ultimate glory. So before we go any further, I think it's time that I show off just who's going to be competing. So yeah, the 32 Mii Fighters in this tournament are as follows. We've got Chris Bors, John Arbuckle, Dragonball Evolution Goku, Lightning, Andrew WK, Chum Lee, Drake Bell, Mark Zuckerberg, Markiplier E, Tommy Wiseau, White Goodman, Stephanie, Wreck-It Ralph, Mike Tyson, Nigel Thornberry, Shia LaBeouf, Harold, Keemstar, Hat Kid, Stephen Hawking, Homelander, Syndrome, Travis Touchdown, The Dinkster, Mr. Electric, Ryuko Matoi, Ron Stoppable, Reimu Hakure, Phil Diffie, Leo Luster, Pokey Minch, and Dora the Explorer. So yeah, that's all of them. I gotta say, this is probably like the most stacked tournament yet. We got a lot of really solid competitors this time. Pretty much everyone I'd say has at least a decent shot at winning. I mean, you have like your super heavy hitters at the top, but I don't think there's anyone who's like completely hopeless. I don't really know. Anyways, it's going to be the same rules as the previous two. Single elimination, sets best 1 out of 1. Each game is 3 stocks on. Basically, the stages are just the Battlefield / Omega variety of every other stage, because I figured those are the stages that people like the most, plus we get a little bit of a variety in the scenery. Also, just like in the Season 2 tournament, or the second tournament, I did seed all the Miis based on their canonical power level, just because I figure that's a little bit more fun, a little bit more immersion for the tournament EO. Anyways, without further ado, let's get this started. Are we ready? Yes, we are. The Ultimate Mii Fighter Tournament Season 3, let's go. Alright, and here we go. Time for game number 1. We're going to be starting off with, since this is the first game, we're going to be having the number 1 seed versus, or the top seed versus the bottom seed. The top seed being Dora the Explorer. If you're wondering why she's the top seed, it's because she's actually one of the most powerful, I'm pretty sure one of the most powerful characters in all of fiction, to be honest. That's because she has basically complete control over both her own reality, and she can also basically control like the real world. Like, for example, whenever like in her show, whenever she like asks the audience to do something, the audience kind of does it regardless of whether they want to or not, which means that she can basically control both her own world and the real world, which makes her insanely powerful. I believe that's what's called an Outerverse power level or something like that. I used to be really up on power levels. I don't completely remember everything, but it's something along the lines of that. Anyways, it's looking pretty even right now. She's going against Chris Bors, aka the Irate Gamer, a very good YouTuber from many years ago that everyone loved, and by that I mean most everyone hated. But you know what? That's kind of a staple for these sorts of tournaments, are the bad YouTubers. You know, we had Jake Paul and Logan Paul in the first one, and we have another one coming up at some point. But anyways, Dora's going to be taking the first stock. No surprise, she is obviously a much more powerful being. Also, if you're wondering, the design that you're seeing right there is based off the Dora's Bizarre Adventure YouTube series. I figure that's the best way to make a Dora Mii Fighter. Anyways, Dora at a pretty critical percent, but she does have the stock lead, so she's in a pretty good position. Wow, that was an insane F-tilt right there. That just kind of, Chris Bors caught Dora on the ledge for just a little bit too long, and that forward, so just going to knock her right off. That was actually really well played. I've never actually seen that before, so good to know. Yeah, I guess this is probably like the one place where you can find all of your Mii Fighter tech, because I've got so many combinations, and CPUs just kind of do so many unorthodox things that you just might not even know exist. But anyways, speaking of crazy things, yeah, that move is insanely strong. It's basically, I think I've shown it before, it's basically onslaught, but stationary, and also I think a little bit more powerful since it kind of sends up, and it's also a lot harder to fall out of, which is pretty nice. And anyways, yeah, that's going to put Dora a pretty solid lead, basically nearly a full stock up. Going to probably be a full stock up if Chris Bors can't figure this out. I don't think he's gotten irate enough. You know, he's got to really channel that nerd rage, and I think he'll maybe have a little bit of a chance. Right now, he just hasn't. I don't know. Maybe Dora didn't have a particularly bad NES game, so he just isn't angry enough. You know. I mean, I'm sure that there's some bad Dora the Explorer game out there if you look hard enough. Maybe I'll have to play that at some point. I haven't played a really bad game in a while. Like, when was the Plumbers Don't Wear Ties video? I don't really remember. Anyways, that up smash is going to at least even it out stocks wise. Chris Bors has a fighting chance, but it's just not too much, you know. And in that down smash, honestly, he might not even make it back from that. Dora, honestly, I feel like up air is probably not the best option. Basically ensured that he would live, but you know, sometimes Dora likes to let her opponents survive just so she can bring disrespect to their family like that. Wow. Oh my god, Dora, that was... Did she get all 3 stocks from the neutral B? I think it was, but I'm not totally sure. I'll have to go back and check. Not that it really matters at this point. In any case, Dora the Explorer, great showing. She's going to be moving on. Alright, next up we have Harold, the best character from the Total Drama series, versus Shia LaBeouf, the actor that's the most motivational actor on the planet, I guess. So once again, this is going to be a Mii Brawler Ditto. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not sure if it's a complete complete Ditto, since they might have slightly different special movesets, but very similar in any case. These are the 16th and 17th seeds, which means that it should theoretically be the closest match. But I mean, of course, seeding doesn't really matter. These are all just level 9 CPUs. Maybe I guess that would probably be really unfair if I actually made it so that the higher seeds were level 9s, and then I put the 30 through 32 as level 1. I think that would be a lot worse. I'm just gonna keep it as everyone a level 9 CPU. That's the most fair. Anyways, Shia LaBeouf really doing it right there with that back air. Gonna be deleting Harold's first stock, and but Harold answers right back. That was a great. Yeah, I guess he has that move as well. So yeah, that move. I mean, it doesn't kill actually with rage it does kill really early, but with no rage it kills at maybe 110 or so, and well, right there I would have killed it. Anyways, I just noticed Shia LaBeouf, that move right there, it's called counter throw, and it is insanely good. Okay, Shia LaBeouf, calm down. Just 2 Falcon Punch roundhouse kicks, whatever it's called, and yeah, it's not gonna do. But anyways, I was saying counter throw. It's yeah, so it's a counter, but it's not only that, but it is actually the strongest counter in the game. And not only that, but it technically counts as a command grab, meaning you can't shield it. And it also has it's also the counter with the least lag, so you can spam it the best. So yeah, it's really, really good. We'll see if Shia LaBeouf uses it a bit more. But it kills actually so insanely early. I mean, given this is Brawler who already has a lot of killing options, I'd say if he counters any of Brawler's semi-strong options, they'll kill it probably 30 to 40. Not even exaggerating. But Shia LaBeouf doesn't even need it. He has actually looking very similar to the first stock. And there's Suplex, a move that, unlike counter throw, I have never once seen kill. I'm assuming it kills, I don't know, at 200% or something. I mean, Harold is approaching that. Not to mention Shia LaBeouf has a lot of rage. That backer is going to do it. I don't know where Shia LaBeouf's jump went. But Harold, that was a great capitalization, and that's going to put him in the lead. Definitely not the most stable lead. But you know, you never know with these Miis. This might be enough to get him the game. You never really know. There's another suplex. That's how far it's sent at 180. Forward throw is gonna destroy him. Yeah. Forward throw is Mii Brawler's pretty much one and only kill throw. It's not even that good. It kills at 140ish from ledge, and way later from center stage. But at least it's something. And Shia LaBeouf immediately just doing it. Oh my God! And Harold just did it all over Shia LaBeouf's head. I guess that's the first spike of the tournament. Yeah, these Miis love to both spike each other and also footstool each other to get a early stock. So Harold, great capitalization. Shia LaBeouf did all he could, but sometimes it's just not enough. Alright, and time for a battle that isn't a battle of just Mii Brawlers. This time it's actually a ditto of Gunners. That's pretty funny. We have Mr. Electric. If you don't know who he is, he's the main antagonist of the best movie of all time, Shark Boy and Lava Girl, played by George Lopez. If you have no idea who he is, just literally Google Mr. Electric and you'll probably start laughing. Not even gonna lie. His opponent is the one and only Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook. And yeah, I think this is a pretty fitting battle, to be honest. Yeah, obviously they're both Gunners. I also just realized they have the same body. It's like the Ray Mark II body, I think is what it's called. And yeah, I mean, obviously Mark Zuckerberg had to show up in his robot suit because, that's pretty much the only way he's going to have a fighting chance. And speaking of fighting chance, he's actually kind of manhandling Mr. Electric right now. It's a pretty solid lead, not super big, but I mean it's pretty much negligible. But at least it's something. And wow, yeah, that's the charge shot. I think they both have charge shot. What I've been seeing, and yeah, it's actually kind of interesting that it really doesn't kill up at 90%. It does nothing, but once it reaches 100, it basically destroys you. And I also noticed that that move right there, it's called sneak shot, and it basically has one hitbox that just kind of appears far away, and that's a really strong hitbox, which is kind of interesting. It's kind of something what's it called? Explosive Flame, I think, Palutena's move. And yeah, it's kind of like that. Anyways, both people back to pretty much even. They both have lost the stock. And alright, Mr. Electric waiting at ledge, trying to read the Zuck recovery, but unfortunately doesn't get it. So I'm seeing a lot of forward smashes. I guess that makes sense. Mii Gunner forward smash is pretty good. It's not super strong, but it's so big, and it also stays out for so long that it's really good at just catching you. The one drawback is that if you miss, or especially if you do it in the wrong direction, you will absolutely get punished, because it just, like I said, it stays out for so long. That means that like the opponent has a lot of time to punish you. But I still think it's pretty good overall. Alright, the Zuck at a pretty high percent, but Mr. Electric, I mean, like with Rage, like a lot of these moves kill her. Like look at that, did like 20% and nearly killed him. Like if he does another one, I think Mr. Electric's probably going to die. That was a great trump right there. Alright, Mr. Electric survives. Still very close to even. Mr. Electric has the, I was going to say, he has it loaded. The only question is, when is he going to release it? I guess that's classic Mii Brawler neutral, is like charge up the charge shot, then shoot it, and hope it hits. And if it doesn't, quickly charge it up again. And if it does hit, charge it up again. This time you get a free time to charge it up, since your opponent is incapacitated for a little while. Anyways, Mr. Electric, kind of getting a pretty major lead, to be honest. That up smash I believe is Mii Gunner's overall strongest move. I could be wrong about that, and I'm very surprised I didn't kill, to be honest. But up smash is still not gonna, okay, maybe it's not his strongest move, I guess. I mean, I guess it's also super stale. Up tilt's still not going to do it. Yeah, up tilt and down tilt are actually pretty much all of like Mii Gunner's moves that have like a blast hitbox are really strong. And okay, pretty much, yeah, can't parry that. If you parry it, you'll just get hit by a later move. I guess maybe you can multi-parry it if you're crazy, but Mr. Electric not crazy enough. Anyways, the Zuck at 161. Anything will kill him. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can't. The Zuck got hit by his own trick. Yeah, you can't parry that move, like I said. Maybe you can multi-parry it. I said that already as well. But personally, I think the strat is just to hold shield, because it doesn't do too much shield damage. But anyways, that's going to be Mr. Electric's victory. We're going to be seeing him in the next round. Somebody ring the Dinkster, because here he is. We got the Dinkster versus Markiplier E. Yeah, he's our one of the many meme characters. I mean, honestly, I feel like most of the people I have are just kind of memes, but you know, I think that's the most enjoyable thing about this, is just the crazy characters that I come up with and have fight to the death. Anyways, we were on TikTok chat, one of my personal favorite stages, to be honest. Obviously, this is I think this is the Omega version, yeah, so we're not going to be seeing any crazy drawings, but it should be pretty fun just the same. Anyways, oh, that's unfortunate, yeah. It's a multi-hit, so sometimes you fall out of it. This is alright. Well, we finally have our first non-Ditto battle. We have a sword fighter versus a gunner. Markiplier E. Yeah, he's gonna be at the sword fight. If you don't know who Markiplier E is, just look it up. It's basically the fusion of Markiplier, Lord Farquaad, and Mark Zuckerberg, who actually previously lost in the last battle. So maybe Markiplier E trying to I guess he's carrying on the legacy of the Zuck or something like that. Anyways, the Dinkster, actually, you don't know who he is. He's the best character in the Spy Kids franchise. And actually, I just realized that both the Dinkster and Mr. Electric are characters in Robert Rodriguez's children's movies. That's interesting, I guess. I mean, not really. I kind of made it that way, but whatever. Anyways, that was a what was that, neutral B? That was missile into forward smash. That was a little something from the Dinkster. Immediately gets up smash though, and we're all back to even. Yeah. Pretty much all the games so far have been fairly even. Like, they've all been pretty even, like, for the first stock, and then, like, someone, like, kind of pulls super far ahead on the second, and then, like, the other person kind of does okay on the third, but, like, at this point, they're just too far gone. I don't really know. But anyways, yeah, it's still pretty much even. Markiplier E, a slight lead. Markiplier E may be dead. He is dead. He could have held hard right to save himself, but I guess that just isn't his style. He is dead again. The Dinkster absolutely destroyed him. Markiplier, that top 10 reversals right there. Markiplier E went for the down air early kill. Dinkster was like, yeah, I'm just gonna nair you, and now you're dead. Very well played from the Dinkster. Great recognition, and I'm gonna be seeing him soon. All right, ooh, we got the Banjo-Kazooie stage at Spiral Mountain. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this stage was not around at the time that I held the last Mii Fighter tournament, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, we have a Phil Diffie, the main protagonist of top-tier anime Phil of the Future, versus a Lightning, the main character of the best Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 13. And by best, I mean pretty much unanimously agreed upon to be the worst. But, you know, that's really what this tournament's all about, is bringing out the worst that the media industry has to offer, isn't it? Anyways, so even though this is like Omega, it seems like the background still changes, so that kind of could be like disorienting. It's kind of interesting, actually, but I don't really know. Anyways, looking pretty even so far. I don't know what recovery he has. He has the one recovery that wouldn't have made it back, or actually maybe there's two of them that wouldn't have worked, but I don't really know. Anyways, that's gonna give Lightning the advantage. How does she get back? Alright, pretty well. Lightning's doing a pretty solid job. I'm just gonna say I know pretty much nothing about Lightning's actual character. I honestly mainly did it just because I think the name is funny. Like, I guess they had Cloud, and they were like, well, how do we top Cloud? And someone was like, Lightning, and I imagine that's what happened. Like, maybe it did, maybe it didn't, I don't really know. Anyways, Phil Diffie, after getting killed a little early, but, you know, he's definitely bringing it back, showing off his skills. His whole thing is he's from the future, so naturally he has a lot of pretty cool future tech. Patented in the year 2100, which I believe is a year that is before the year he's actually from in the show. So hopefully that's somewhat canonically accurate, or at least makes some amount of sense. But I don't really know. Anyway. Probably dead. No, oh my god. Phil Diffie going for the ultimate disrespect, going to pay the ultimate price. Wow, yeah, that's you don't want to do that. She was dead. You had that kill. But I guess Phil Diffie. I mean, you know what? If you're a truly disrespectful player, you take those. Like, you laugh that off, and then you get the kill, which is what he did. So I guess I kind of respect it, but at the same time, not necessarily the smartest option. Wow, those tornadoes really doing a great job of just kind of negating so many of Phil Diffie's future tech, so he's going to have to probably figure out a way around it. I mean, I guess he snuck it in there, but yeah, okay, that was a great parry into down smash. That, honestly, if you do nothing, okay, no, still at her second jump. Yeah, that recovery is basically like Chrom's recovery, Lightning's recovery, so it's really not that great, but if you have a second jump, you can at least like go really low down and then do something, and I guess it's not super bad. And I don't think any of like the sword fight recoveries are like really terrible, because you basically have like a Chrom one, a Link one, and a I guess sort of like Falco one or something like that. And I think they all have their uses. The Link one definitely the best for killing. It's a true combo, and that's gonna do it. Dang, Lightning with the huge upset. Phil Diffie, due to his future tech, I seeded him 4th, but I guess he wasn't ready for Lightning. Honestly, I know nothing about this character, so maybe I should have seeded her way higher, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. Alright, and next up, we've got a Battle of the Ages. This is the classic Brains versus Brawn battle, if I've ever seen one. We have Stephen Hawking versus Wreck-It Ralph. Stephen Hawking obviously has a specially made suit, specially made combat suit, and Wreck-It Ralph just going to be coming in with his fists. So, alright, looking pretty even so far. We are on a Kalos, Omega Kalos. I feel like we've gotten way more Omegas than Battlefields, but whatever. Anyways, yeah. So Wreck-It Ralph doing a really good job of just kind of closing the gap. Not because Mii Gunner's obviously best at a distance. He has projectiles, whereas Brawler absolutely needs to be close, with the exception of I guess shot put if you have it. But I'm pretty sure Ralph doesn't. That doesn't really seem like a move he'd have. He probably has like the punch. If I know myself well. Anyways, Stephen Hawking already at 150, but you know what? Percentage doesn't matter, stocks does, and Stephen Hawking, great capitalization, and that's going to be Ralph's first stock on another spike. Yeah, these Mii's just love spiking, don't they? Dash attack, that was not a sweet spot dash attack. If it was, okay, Ralph, you remember what happened last time. You don't want to be there with Stephen Hawking's around. That down B is funny. Technically, you can use it like as a, okay, well, that was very untuckable, I'm pretty sure. I think that these Miis are like trained to, or like programmed to tech whenever possible, and so yeah, that was definitely. I didn't see if it was red or not. You don't know. You can tell if something's techable. If like this, I guess the splat effect is blue, it means you can tech it. If it's red, it means you can't. and that's obviously based off of just like how much knockback you have when hitting it. But anyways, okay, Ralph, he's kind of up smashes him right in the face. Stephen Hawking, I guess he's definitely doing a great job. After, like, he had a bit of a shaky start, but then that after he got that down smash, he got all his confidence back. But that forward smash by Ralph is just gonna that's rough. That's gonna definitely give him the momentum swing. But he might be dead actually. Well, now he's super dead. Stephen Hawking going for the edge guard, and Ralph just wound it up. And oh, I thought Stephen Hawking might have died. I'm actually surprised. I didn't know Mii's knew to go to ledge. If you like, it's someone dead. Someone's dead. Ralph is dead. You don't want to be down there. I don't know what he was doing. I guess he didn't learn from I guess he just didn't learn from the first act. Like, you don't want to be underneath Stephen Hawking. He'll just spike you or gimp you or do something like that. And Stephen Hawking, I guess brains win this round. He figured out a way to outsmart Ralph, and good win. Alright, and up next we've got a fight. We've got a Reimu Hakurei, who, if you don't know who that is the main protagonist of the amazing video game franchise, the Touhou project. She's actually my #1 pick for the final like the final DLC number 5. I think she does have a decent chance. I mean, Touhou is a super popular franchise, and I wouldn't be surprised. But at the same time, I mean, I don't want to get my hopes up too much. Anyways, her opponent is going to be Andrew WK, the legendary musician, most known for his Cartoon Network live-action songs, and also being the host on Destroy Build Destroy. Shouts if you remember that show. Anyways, they're going to be duking it out here on Sphere Pillar. It's a great tech from Reimu, and yeah, they're both sword fighters. We've had a lot of Dittos, haven't we? This one we've had a Ditto of every type, and this is only I believe the 7th game, so that means that I think over half the matches have been Dittos. That's interesting, I guess. Alright, so Reimu obviously has the projectile style moveset, given the fact that if you don't know, the Touhou project is a bullet hell series, so it only makes sense. Andrew WK throwing his record album right there. Reimu Hakurei not impressed. I guess Andrew WK was so sad about his record album that he killed himself. So that's pretty dark, honestly. But you know, that's just what happens sometimes. Anyway, that's gonna give Reimu an early lead at least, and I mean, I guess it's not really an early lead, but a lead at least. I don't really know what I'm saying. Anyways, okay, so I guess I'll talk a little bit about Mii Sword Fighter's kill option, since he almost got a kill with well, he is going to destroy Reimu with that up air, yeah. So up air, back air, dash attack, and forward tilt are all really good kill options, as well as every smash attack, and also also the hero spin, or the link up B. That's actually a true combo out of Tornado, which Reimu does have Tornado. I don't believe she has hero spin, but you can also true combo it into up air, so either works. Anyways, we have a close game again. Reimu, that was not really the most optimal thing. Andrew WK basically decided to kill himself again, but Reimu then proceeded to go underneath him and then up B straight up so he would survive. You know what? Maybe, I mean, you know, she's a fair competitor. You know, she's like, you know what? I got his first stock because he SD'd. I don't want to like you never want to win a game because your opponent just SD'd all 3 times. Like, that's just kind of lame. And Reimu was like, you know what? Like, I got you, you know. So good on her. Even if she loses, I can at least say she had the best sportsmanship. Unlike Phil Diffie, who went for the disrespect and then died. So there's that. Anyways, forward air not gonna do. Forward air also a really good kill option. It's not like crazy good, but it's like it's very good. It's basically like Ness's, but like better in my opinion, because like it's just a lot stronger. And well, right there it's gonna kill, and that's gonna put Andrew WK in the lead. Reimu maybe he didn't wanna save him that time, but okay, answers back with that up smash. We're all even here. So all right. Andrew WK still not looking that stable. Maybe he had a little bit too much drugs. I'm pretty sure he used drugs at some point. I think I read that at some point. So he might be under the influence, not thinking completely clearly. But I don't really know. Anyways, all right. What's going on? All right, we got a down air. Down air, it's really weird. Like it's definitely good for gimping if you like don't get the last hit. And if you get the last hit, it's actually kind of strong, but like only on the stage, which is kind of weird, but I don't really know. Anyways, both people just kind of using all their multi-hit moves. No one really committing too hard, which I guess makes sense. Okay, that was actually a great way to prevent himself from getting gimped, because Reimu does love her nairs, and okay, that's a dangerous move. That move is basically kind of like Roy Flare Blade, except it's a multi-hit move. Yeah, but yeah, it's also not as strong. But I mean, to be fair, Roy Flare Blade is literally the strongest move in the game, so I guess I can't really expect too much. And okay, well, we are very, very close to even. This is a hype fight, and wow, this has also been going. It's been going on for a pretty long time. Okay, Reimu, that's when you up air. That's a true combo. I don't think WK is gonna make it back right there. But once again, I mean, he was down a lot of percent in like the first stock as well. But up smash, that is absolutely gonna do it. That's you know what? I'm happy about that. You know, because Reimu saved him that one time, gave him a fighting chance, and then won like herself. So good on her. And Andrew WK. We'll see you in the comeback or something. Probably not. Alright, it's time for the final game of this video. Yeah, just like the previous two Mii Fighter tournaments, I'm basically going to be doing this as like, basically there's going to be 8 videos, like, I guess, yeah, 8 games per video, so 4 videos total. We're going to be doing like, yeah, the first half of the round of 32 in the first, then the second half of round of 32, then all of round of 16, and then all of top 8. That's what I did for the previous 2, and it worked out really well. So yeah, we're going to be doing that again. Anyways, we have another Ditto. This time Brawler. That's I mean, I didn't plan it this way. I guess it just kind of happened. I don't really know. Anyways, we have Homelander, the main antagonist of The Boys, which is a very good show. I highly recommend it to everyone. Versus Stephanie, the main protagonist of Lazy Tony, another great show that you should all see. I believe in I think it was the first tournament we had Robbie Rotten, and he didn't do too well. So Stephanie here, hopefully attempting to avenge him. And okay, that was a footstool at ledge, so I wasn't really going to do anything. But good attempt nonetheless. As I said, both these are brawlers. This is on, I think Yoshi's Island Melee. Is that what this stage is? I don't even really know. Because I see Lakitu and like the Bonsai Bill. So yeah. Anyways, very close right now. But neither people really wants to commit hard to a kill option, even though they both have a lot of kill options. And okay, that actually, okay. I honestly wasn't sure if that would kill or not. I mean, it's not Smash 4, the Smash 4 version of that move, but it's still pretty strong, especially if you like do it close to a blast zone. But he did it as far away from the blast zone as possible, and okay, just throws a shot put right in his face. And then Homelander immediately drop kicks Stephanie. Oh my god, that would have been crazy if he was at like 70% or so, because that probably would have killed him. Yeah, Stephanie going to be using that onslaught. Didn't use it at all the first stock. I could have done it to get an earlier kill, but now she's just kind of spamming it. So that's interesting. And alright, Homelander. If you don't know anything about The Boys, he's basically just an evil version of Superman, like another one. So yeah, just to get a general sense of his power level. And yeah, alright. Obviously his trademark move is the burning drop kick. And yeah, he does that a lot in the show. Obviously, I mean, it's actually kind of somewhat accurate, because his actual main attack is like laser eyes or heat vision, whatever it's called. But this version of the Homelander has heat feet instead, which sounds kind of disgusting now that I said that out loud. But okay, and oh my god, if Stephanie got that onslaught, that would have been crazy. He definitely would have died, but unfortunately she missed, and Homelander decided to get ahead in the match. And yeah, he got ahead in the match. And okay, Stephanie, you really don't want to be over there. You're stock down, and one thing I've learned, when Mii's just kind of hang out on the stage for the edge for too long, one of them does not make it back. And okay, you know what? This is just what they want to do. They're playing the classic Mii Fighter tournament game of who can grab the ledge more times in the shortest amount of time. So, anyways, Homelander kind of going to be getting a pretty major lead, to be honest. Really did a great job of capitalizing off that early mistake from Stephanie that cost her second stock. So that may have killed, honestly. That move, like so many of the, I don't think she has a jump. Yeah, she's dead. Actually, if she had done the second hit of that up B, she might have gotten like a kamikaze kill, but I wouldn't count on it. But anyways, Homeland's going to be taking that pretty convincingly, honestly. Played really well that second stock, and yeah, Stephanie just couldn't keep up. Although I guess I'm not really surprised given the nature of these characters. Anyways, that's going to be the last game of this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, stay tuned for the rest of it, where we're going to be starting off over here. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, and take care.